This probably is the coolest mini portable gaming console that you can get, and best of all, it's actually dirt cheap. So when it comes to the price, these cost around $5 to $6. So actually very affordable. So this is what the box of them looks like, and they often are basically under different names such as Super Gaming Console, maybe like 401, 501, and some of the specs over here if you want to check them out. So inside the box you do get the console itself, a tiny manual like this, and bunch of cables. So actually this is a rechargeable console, so you can simply charge it using USB cable. Also you can actually output from this console to a TV as well, so you can actually get very good gameplay from this device. On the console, as you see, you get a regular joystick with various buttons here. You also get your volume adjustment, manual volume adjustment, which is really cool, so you do not have to go in settings and you can adjust the settings on the fly. And sound quality also is pretty decent on this device. On the top, again, you can see you have your output, this charger hole, and the on-off button. Best of part really is it actually uses these old school Nokia phone batteries, so if you want extra batteries, they cost only like $1. But anyway, the runtime from one battery is around 5 hours, so yeah, you do not really have to charge them off that often. So when it turns on, it turns on instantly. So again, you can turn it off instantly as well and turn it on instantly as well. That's actually super cool. 2 languages. Obviously, let's select English. And if you mess something up, you can simply press this air button and it will basically bring it to the back. So I didn't press it the first time. But anyway, this version has got 400 games. Some of them also have like 500 games, but really they're all the same. Maybe in the 500 version games console, they do not have as much duplicates. So, but really it doesn't really matter as much which one you get. So let me get to the bottom, so you can basically pause the video if you want to and check all the games that actually is on this console. When it comes to the quality of the games, actually all of them are really decent, and these are very old school retro games, so yeah. And actually most of them are actually really decent as well. So if I had to rate, I would say maybe like 200 very decent games actually, which are absolutely awesome, that you can play for several hours. Maybe the remaining 200 are maybe average, but you do get around 200 really good games on this console. So it's not like it's only filled with junk like you get maybe on some other stuff. Okay, and we are done. So let's start pinball maybe. Okay, so again, you can actually connect this external console as well, like a joystick as well, if you get a version with that one. And then you can basically also play with 2 persons. The only thing is you have to figure out how to play these games basically. Okay, and we are off. So these controls, again, you really have to figure out how to, because on each game they are obviously a bit different, and for example, in some games, as you can see, this one button controls everything, so it doesn't really matter. So simply play around, and that's cool. As you can see, actually, yeah, the gameplay even on such small screen is actually very decent. But when it comes to the screen size, actually, I would say it's actually fairly small. When you actually check the box and maybe some ads online, it actually appears much bigger than it really is. For example, if you compare it to a smartphone, you can see what the overall size is of this console basically, and the overall size of the screen. But still, if you aren't blind as a bat, you can still use this screen without problems, and yeah, you can use it. Again, if you want to exit the game, maybe play another game, simply press this air button and it will go to the back. There is one negative, however, for this console. that you can't really save any games so on this console, so it's extremely basic actually, so you can't really save your progress on these games, but you can still pause the games, that's okay, but again you can't save your progress. So I haven't played Mario in like I don't know how many years. Okay, so you jump with this. And also these buttons also are actually fairly decent on some other cheap devices. Basically, maybe the buttons aren't the best. Okay, how do you get past? Oh, we had to jump on that. Okay. Anyway, yeah, I'm actually super impressed with the game choice on this console. So really, this for the price they're asking, again, like $5 or $6 usually. I think this is absolute bargain, really. And again, so many actually really cool games. Again, it doesn't really matter what kind of graphics they have, because still you can have a lot of fun with these games here. So again, as you can see, they're super old school games. For example, this one, 1996 game. But it doesn't mean it's actually bad. So, okay. So I got the counter. I haven't played this. Oops. Okay. But yeah, as you can see, the playback on the games and also the controls, I would say, is actually really decent. Buttons feel okay. Obviously, we have to keep in mind this very cheap console, so and kernels have to be cut to make it this cheap. But still, yeah, I don't really have complaints, especially at the price they're charging for these things. And again, even the volume is actually really decent. Not sure if you can hear, but again, it's actually really cool. We can actually decrease the volume on the device here as well very easily, so you can play it at night as well. So yeah, overall actually I can highly recommend this console. It's actually pretty cool. Anyway, good luck.